Hey folks, welcome to Monday, May 18th. I am Colby with Mitten Fitness. Today's workout's gonna need two equally heavy objects, and a timer. There are timer app recommendations in our description below, check that out. Yes, that's all you're gonna need, that in your body. Alright, let's get to a warm-up. For today's warm-up, it's pretty straightforward. We've got two rounds of 30 jumping jacks. That's these guys. Then you're gonna do 20 mountain climbers. For these, I'd like you to do 20 each side, so that's 40 total reps. Right, left is 1. Mountain climbers. After that, you're going to do 10 up, downs, or squat thrusts. Those look like this. Arms straight and down, plank out, hop back in, and up. 10 of those. After those 10 up, downs, we're going to do 5 upward to downward dogs with toe touches. So we'll start those in the upward dog or seal position. Chin to the ceiling, arms extended, and feet behind you, knees are on the ground. Then we're gonna come up into downward dog with both arms straight, legs are straight, trying to make that A with your body. Your head is loose. Heels ideally can touch the ground on these, but if you're not there yet in your range of motion, that's fine. And then you're gonna touch your right hand to your left foot and your left hand to your right foot, and that is going to be 1 rep. Then you go back into upward dog or the seal, and so on and so forth. Repeat. You're doing 5 of those guys, and then we're doing 2 rounds of this warm-up. So you go back to those 30 jumping jacks, 20 mountain climbers, 10 up downs, 5 more upward to downward dog with toe touches. After that last set of upward downward dogs with toe touches, you're going to do 10 shin box and forward folds. You probably remember those, but get down on the ground, butterfly position, feet apart, and you're going to fold the right knee over and then lean forward over that left foot. Bring it back up, fold the left knee over, lean over that right foot, and repeat until you've done 10 total reps. 5 each side. Alright, 10 shin box and forward folds. We'll finish that warm up. Press pause and I'll meet you back here for strength. Welcome back from that warm up. Today's strength has 2 supersets, 30-second rest intervals in between each movement. The first superset has diamond push-ups in it. Close grip diamond push-ups. 4 sets of 10 to 20 reps, and then single leg Romanian deadlift reverse lunge combos. A new movement, but fairly simple. I'll show you those. 4 sets of 6 to 8 each leg on those, then right back up to the diamond push-ups until you've done 4 sets of both of those movements. After that last set of single leg Romanian deadlift reverse lunge combos, you'll rest for 30 seconds and transition into that second superset, which involves single arm dumbbell rows. So you're doing 4 sets of 12 to 15 each side, each arm of those, with a 3-second descent, counting to 3 on the way back down. With those, resting 30 seconds going into star planks, where you'll do a 20-second hold on each side for those star planks. Back up to the dumbbell rows again until you've done 4 sets of both of these movements. Resting 30 seconds in between, and then you'll be done with strength. But let's go over those movements. So diamond push-up, you can make a strict diamond if you want, fingers touching, right down into that normal plank for a push-up, chest to them, chest to those hands, back up, boom. If you have any shoulder issues, you may want to play with how close together your hands are. May or may not exacerbate any shoulder issues. If your shoulders are fine, then these will be fine. You can also do them from the knees. All right, diamond push-ups. After those diamond push-ups, you're going to do single leg Romanian deadlift. With that single leg Romanian deadlift, reverse lunge combo. So picking up that object with the right hand, meaning the weight will be on the left, so the right leg is up. All right. Slight bend in this front leg, down to Romanian, and then back into reverse lunge and up. Repeat, Romanian, reverse lunge. You do not have to touch the ground with the weight on those Romanians. It's just going to kind of depend on your flexibility and your arm length and leg length. You just want to feel the work in your hamstring and glutes and keep that midline stable on the deadlift. All right, you're doing 6 to 8 of those, 4 times through. Both of those movements, the diamond push-ups, you're doing 10 to 20. And then after that last reverse lunge combo, you're going into the single arm dumbbell rows. May help to have a bench or a chair for those. I'll use a chair for our example. So with those single arm rows, if you have a chair, put one knee on one corner and the hand on the other, and your midline's nice and stable, and you're just rowing. Neutral grip, bringing that dumbbell up to your torso and back down. Now remember, these are a 3-second descent, so count 1, 2, 3 on the way down. 1, 2, 3, boom. All right, if you don't have a bench, chair, whatever, you can do these hinged at
the hips.
Don't forget that 3-second descent. No problem with that. All right, so 12 to 15 each of each arm on those. Remember the 3-second descent for those rows. And then you've got the star plank after your 30-second rest. Star planks are side planks, only they're full arm side planks. Your hand goes up, your foot goes up, your body makes a star. All right? Now if these are too hard, just do normal side planks, either from the full arm extension plank or from the elbow, and or you could practice bringing that leg up from the elbow. You may find that easier than from the arm. Play with it, but try to do those star planks. 20-second holds on those star planks. Each side, rest for 30 seconds, back up to the dumbbell rows until you've done 4 sets of both of those movements. Then you'll be done with strength. Press pause, have fun with it. I'll see you back here for conditioning. Welcome back from strength. Great job. Today's conditioning is for time. 15, 12, 9, 12, and back up to 15 reps each of single arm dumbbell push presses. That's going to be each arm here, so left, right is 1 rep, and then Renegade Rows. Again, that's each arm, so left, right equals 1 rep. So you're going to do 15 reps each arm of dumbbell push presses, and then you're going to do 15 reps each arm of Renegade Rows. Jump to the 12 rep, jump to the 9 rep, jump to the 12 rep, jump to the 15 rep, and then you're done with conditioning. All right, let's go over those movements. So single arm dumbbell push press. You want to get that weight safely in the racked position. If it's heavy, you can hang clean it up. And you're just, with the push press, you get a dip to position 1. Notice my back is still straight as if it were against the wall here. And you're using this knee extension to make this way a little lighter on the press and drive that dumbbell toward the ceiling. Dumbbell push press, slight knee bend. Use that knee bend to accelerate and drive that dumbbell to the ceiling. All right, after the dumbbell push presses, you've got Renegade Rows. That's where your 2 equally heavy objects come into play. You want to set those butt shoulder width apart, plank out to them. I like a slightly wider stance on the Renegade Rows. Shoulders should be over those dumbbells. And then you're going to row. Keeping those hips stable. That's why I like that wide stance with the feet. And rowing. Remembering, right and left is 1 rep. Okay? Renegade Rows. Each arm. Push presses each arm. 15, 12, 9, 12, 15. Press, pause, have fun with this. I'll see you back here for a cool down. All right. Welcome back for a very necessary cool down. You always have the option to do the shutdown challenge before you do this cool down. It's in the description below. Today's cool down involves the lizard pose. You're going to do 30 seconds each side on that one. You can do that dynamic or static. And then the world's greatest stretch. With the world's greatest stretch, we're going to rest 30 seconds in each pose. I'm going to show you that now. So start with the world's greatest stretch. Get in that plank position. Then bring your right foot on the outside of that right hand. You're going to leave that left hand planted. You're going to lift that right hand up and try to bring that right elbow to the ground. That is a very strong word, try. Not everybody should be able to, so don't worry about it if you can't, but the point is you're stretching this area right here. Your hamstring, your groin area is opening up. So we're going to hold this position for about 30 seconds. So from this position, you're going to go into a pigeon pose. So you can leave that left arm planked and just bring that leg under. Right leg under. Lower yourself onto your elbows if you can. If you can bring your head down, great. But you're going to hang into this pigeon pose for 30 seconds. You can kind of rock back and forth. Take deep breaths. Try to stretch lower each time. But hold that position for about 30 seconds. After the pigeon, come on up into a straight leg. Hamstring stretch. Bring that toe up. If you can reach that toe, pull it toward you. And you're stretching this, holding this position for about 30 seconds. If you want to do a more dynamic release and stretch for that 30 seconds, you can. And then lastly, keeping that foot forward, you're going to work into a hip flexor stretch. Bring those hands overhead, push them toward the ceiling and lower, feeling that stretch in the hip flexor. I'll switch sides for you just so you can see. Again, hands toward the ceiling, lower the leg, arch the back, feeling that stretch here. And hold for about 30 seconds for that pose. And then do the opposite side. Again, holding 30 seconds for each of those poses of the world's greatest stretch. The scorpion stretches. These guys are back and forth, laid on their belly, arms out to 90, but then just above 90 with those hands. You're gonna take your right leg, right foot, right heel, twist it over, good thoracic stretch and a good shoulder stretch here. And then come back. And we're gonna do 3 each side. Try to keep that heel from touching the ground. A little bit more of a stretch by not giving that leg a break by touching the ground with it. Okay? That's your cool down for today. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks for joining Mitten Fitness, CrossFit Dexter, for these quarantine, stay home, get ripped workouts. Hey folks, really appreciate you tuning in. please do us a favor, press that like button, subscribe, find us on Facebook, find us on Instagram, like us, follow us. Stay healthy.